Spider-Man Last Hunt premieres on January 29th only on LewisFilms. You can watch the official trailer in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a rumored Spider-Man project including Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Let's talk about it. So recently, there's been a couple of leaks that have come out regarding a future Spider-Man project starring Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire and not Tom Holland. But like I do say in all of the videos, take everything you hear in this video with a grain of salt. These are just leaks and rumors and may not be true, so like I did say, take it with a grain of salt. But before we do get into that, if you are not subscribed, because a lot of you aren't actually subscribed to watch these videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we cover all types of Spider-Man content on the channel. So all the news and everything you need to know about everything Spider-Man, including the movies, the new game that's coming out. I also post different what-ifs and fan fictions as well for us to look back on the old Spider-Man stuff. And if you want all that kind of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I'm going to keep you in the loop. But with that being said, let's get straight into the rumor. I actually don't know who provided this information, but this has been scattered across Twitter. A lot of people saying this. So if any of you guys do know who provided this rumor, let me know in the comment section down below. However, it reads, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield may appear in a Spider-Man team-up film project. Insider information reveals that this project will not include Tom Holland because it's known that Marvel Studios will focus on Peter Parker's college trilogy. Sony has just discussed this untitled project, which may be titled Spider-Man, just like the comic book, which does include Peter Parker and the ultimate version of Miles Morales. To be sure, we need to wait because the talk of this project is still very early. Sony wants both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to be in a special Spider-Man project rather than creating one for each of them individually. So what this means is that Sony, according to the rumor, wants Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire to have a special film that's dedicated to both of their franchises, which means that we're not going to be getting a TASM 3, we're not going to be getting a Spider-Man 4, rather we'll get both of them, but basically in one movie. And I'm guessing that this will be some kind of Spider-Verse movie that doesn't include Tom Holland. So Tom Holland will be off doing his college stuff, but then the story will continue with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Now that leads me on to the next question. What would this movie actually be about, and how would they not include Tom Holland? Now, it's all fine and dandy not including Tom Holland in the movie, but for what story reason would Tom Holland not show up in the movie? Now, this is something that I've been thinking to myself for quite a while, if this rumor turns out to be true. The first thing that I think about is that Tom Holland will be off doing something with Doctor Strange, potentially preventing him from showing up in the multiverse with Tobey and Andrew. The next option is probably something a little unlikelier. However, Tom Holland could be off doing Secret Wars stuff, which would also prevent him from doing other multiverse stuff with Andrew and Tobey. However, the problem with this is that one, Secret Wars is a very long time away, and if that movie doesn't take place alongside it, it's also rumored that Andrew and Tobey will also appear in Secret Wars as well, alongside Tom Holland and a bunch of other Marvel characters. So this is a very interesting one. Who will the villain be? Well, there's multiple different villains that they could use. For example, they could go with Morlun. However, I do think Morlun is more of a big culmination Spider-Man villain rather than like a two-person Spider-Man villain, since Morlun's character is all about collecting the souls of the Spider-Men, going round to the different universes, you know, sucking their life force or whatever he does. Another villain that you could potentially throw in there is Venom. Like, we could have some kind of Tobey and Andrew versus Tom Hardy's Venom movie, which would be pretty cool. However, once again, I don't think this would work because Venom is kind of a good guy in his universe, although there was that rumored and teased rivalry between Venom and Tom Holland's Spider-Man at the end, so maybe Venom has some kind of vengeance or grudge against Spider-Man. Therefore, he probably would against Andrew and Tobey as well, considering they are Spider-Man 2. So it's like, I don't know about Venom. Maybe, maybe not. Other villains, I'm not really too sure. I would say the Sinister Six potentially. However, they basically did the Sinister Six in No Way Home, but I do think they're actually saving a real proper Sinister Six movie for Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because I think they're going to use the MCU villains to create a Sinister Six. So I do think Sinister Six is off the table for them. However, it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could get another villain team up that could go against them as well, considering we have a lot more villain movies being set up by Sony, including the Kraven movie, we have Morbius coming out, and we've got a bunch of other stuff that is being rumored to be made as well. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that those villains could come together to create like a little mini team that could go up against Andrew and Tobey. At the end of the day, this project is very early in development, and I can't really say much about it either. I didn't really have much an opinion on it. I do think it would be a really cool idea to have them back on on the screen. But to be quite fair, I'm not sure. If they were going to do a Spider-Verse movie again, I would really like for them to include Tom Holland and not exclude him from it. I would love to see Andrew and Tobey on the screen together, but I just think something would be missing if Tom Holland wasn't there as well. In terms of the villains, I've just rambled for about 2 minutes about potential villains that they could use, but at the end of the day, everything is out of the box in the moment. You know, everything is on the table for this movie. There's so many potential villains they could use, so many stories they could use as well, if they're using both Andrew and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But with that being said, at the end of the day, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think the villain could be for this big team-up project between Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire? Do you think this movie will actually go ahead? And do you believe the rumors are true? Once again, take everything with a grain of salt. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Spider-Man Last Hunt premieres on January 29th, only on LewisFilms, so make sure to book that off your calendars. I've worked very, very hard on that project. I can't wait for all of you to see it. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.